Hi everybody, Leah here with your weekly card reading, starting today, Thursday the 4th of July 2019. So we're in another new month. The energies are feeling quite different. This month, I think we're going to be experiencing some changes this month that perhaps we haven't felt before. And anyway, if you want some more guidance on that, then head over to leahlloyd.com, subscribe to my free monthly healing emails. So the first card this week is extremes. And so you're being asked to look at where your life is not in balance, where you are giving too much or receiving too little, where you are spending too much or holding on too tightly to your cash. This is very much about going to an extreme in something. And it's asking you to bring that back into balance. So if there is somewhere in your life that you are focusing all of your energy, but perhaps it's to the detriment of other areas of your life, or other areas of your life are lacking because of this, then you're being asked to just take a look at that this week and see if you can kind of bring that back in, rein that back in, so it's a bit more balanced and not quite so all-consuming in your life. And then the next card we have is acceptance. And I think once you can do this, once you can see where you're at with this and how this is affecting you, with that will come acceptance. Acceptance of what is, of the circumstances, the situation, where you're at right now. And you might realize you don't need to give so much. Just accept it for what it is. It really feels like, this card really feels like you are really trying very hard to achieve something or to reach a goal or some kind of personal situation. But you're being asked to kind of let that expectation go a little bit and just accept life for what it is, how it is now, and for what is meant to be will be. The next card we have is darkness. So for some of you, this is, once you accept how it is, there could be some sadness associated with that because it may not have been what you wanted, and it looks like you have fought really hard for that outcome. And there's going to be some disappointment when you don't get that outcome that you have been, trying to get and working so hard towards, and that you probably really wanted. But sometimes beyond, working through that darkness moment or period of life, that allows you to really reassess and review where you're at and what you want, and look at things from a different perspective. And yes, you might feel down momentarily, you might feel a bit alone or defeated even is coming up, but try to see beyond that and know that for whatever reason this is happening for a reason, and that may not be clear to you, but it will be at some point. And this time of darkness and taking time out and perhaps retreating a little bit is going to then bring you out the other side of it better and more focused, with more clarity of what is next for you. And you will probably have an element of gratitude that you recognize this before you move forward. Now, at the bottom of the deck we have self-love. So if in these moments you are feeling down on yourself and, thinking I wasn't good enough, I didn't achieve what I wanted to do, I'm not lovable, I'm not whatever it is, I'm not enough in some way, you're being reminded to really focus on your self-love. This isn't about you not being good enough. This is about there being a better path for you. And so if you can kind of get into that mindset and then just give yourself what you need this week. It might be some time out. It might be going in, surrounding yourself with positive, loving, supportive friends who are going to lift you up and help you through this part. It might be that if this extreme was that you've been holding onto your money so tightly, this might be that this week you Go and get something that you need, something that you want, something that is good for you and your mental well-being or your physical health. There are so many ways to show yourself self-love. It might just be that you take that time to do the exercise that your body needs, or you take that time to cook a healthy meal because that's what your body is asking for from you. It might be that you do some healing work in, whatever way you're being called to do. But self-love is really about listening to what you need and then giving yourself that. Then the card from my cards this week is Stillness. So taking some time out to just be, without judgment, without analysing, without looking at what has been, what is to come. It's just being in the moment and just checking in with how you're feeling and who you are and what you want, and knowing it is okay, that you are perfectly good enough as you are. Just accept yourself as you are in that moment. So I hope that helps this week. Please head over to leahlloyd.com, subscribe to the free monthly healing emails if you haven't already. This month is all about being the light, and perhaps for some of you there needs to be that moment of darkness before you get to that light. So I hope that helps. I'll see you next week. Bye.